Congratulations! You've finished the first draft of your novel, a huge accomplishment that many aspiring authors never reach. But as satisfying as it may feel, the journey of writing a novel doesn't end here. Editing is where your story truly comes to life, refined from a raw creation into a polished work ready to captivate readers. If you're new to editing, here's a guide to help you approach it confidently, focusing on essential strategies for editing your first draft. 1. Take a break. After typing the end, one of the best things you can do is walk away from your draft for a few days, weeks, or even months. This break gives you time to distance yourself from your story, allowing you to return with fresh eyes and a clearer perspective. You'll notice details and flaws you'd miss if you jump in too quickly. Many professional writers swear by this approach, so try setting your draft aside, no peeking, and revisit it only when you're ready to edit objectively. 2. Read through your draft without making edits. It can be tempting to dive straight into line-by-line editing, but start by reading your draft without marking anything up. This initial read-through helps you absorb the story as a whole and note big-picture issues, such as plot inconsistencies, pacing problems, and character development gaps. As you read, jot down observations on a separate document or notebook instead of making direct changes. Look for major strengths and weaknesses, plot holes, or areas where scenes feel incomplete.
Hi and welcome in our channel Alive Inc. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe for our future videos, and thank you very much in advance.
3. Focus on big picture edits first, structural edits. Once you've completed your read-through, it's time to tackle structural edits. Structural editing deals with the overall shape of the story, its plot, pacing, character arcs, and themes. Here are some key areas to focus on. Plot. Check if the story flows logically. Look for plot holes or scenes that don't serve the story's overall arc. Ensure each major event contributes to the story's development. Character arcs. Every main character should experience some form of change or growth throughout the story. Make sure their journeys feel genuine and earned. Pacing. Is the story moving too fast or dragging at times? Adjust scene lengths and cut or add content as needed to keep readers engaged. Theme consistency. Does the story have a consistent theme? Is the message or lesson you want to convey clear? Ensure that your scenes reinforce this theme subtly without being heavy-handed. After making these edits, the story's foundation should feel stronger and more cohesive. 4. Refine your scenes. With the big picture edits complete, it's time to refine individual scenes. Focus on scene-level improvements, ensuring each scene serves the plot, reveals character depth, and contributes to the story's pacing. Here's what to look for in each scene. Purpose. Every scene should have a purpose, whether it's advancing the plot, developing a character, or setting the stage for future events. If a scene doesn't serve a clear function, consider revising it or cutting it entirely. Conflict and tension. Tension keeps readers turning the pages. Make sure each scene has an element of conflict, whether internal, relational, or situational, that maintains suspense and drives the story forward. Setting. Ensure that the setting is well-defined and relevant to the scene's mood. Readers should feel grounded in each location without getting bogged down by excessive description. Dialogue. Dialogue should sound natural and contribute to character development. Ensure each character has a unique voice and avoid info dumping through dialogue. 5. Strengthen your characters. Readers connect with characters more than plot, so focus on making your characters engaging, relatable, and dynamic. Take the time to deepen their personalities, flaws, and motivations. Ensure that they each have a clear goal, fear, and backstory, as well as distinct voices. Character voice. Each character should have a unique voice. Ensure their dialogue and inner thoughts reflect their personality and background. Relationships. Relationships are key to a compelling story. Evaluate the dynamics between characters to ensure they're believable and engaging. Add layers to relationships through conflict, camaraderie, or romance. Consistency. Make sure your characters behave consistently with their established traits and motivations. They can grow and change, but it should feel organic and justified. 6. Polish your prose, line editing. Once the structure, scenes, and characters are solid, it's time for line editing. Line editing focuses on refining your prose, sentence by sentence. Here's what to look for. Clarity and flow. Ensure your sentences are clear and convey the intended meaning. Avoid overly complex or convoluted sentences. Show, don't tell. Instead of telling readers how a character feels, show it through their actions, thoughts, and dialogue. Avoid cliches and redundancies. Readers crave originality, so replace cliches with fresh expressions. Cut redundant phrases that don't add value. Watch your word choice. Choose words that precisely convey your meaning and add to the atmosphere of the scene. Vary your sentence structure to keep the prose engaging. 7. Check for consistency in details. Consistency is key to maintaining the suspension of disbelief. Here are some details to watch out for. Timeline. Ensure events happen in a logical sequence. and that characters age or move locations in ways that make sense. Character details. Double check that character traits, appearances, and habits remain consistent. Readers can easily notice if a character's eye color changes halfway through the story. World building. If you've created a fictional world, ensure its rules and elements are consistent. Track details like geography, societal norms, or any magical systems you've introduced. 8. Streamline your story. Cut the fluff. It's natural to overwrite in a first draft, so don't be afraid to cut what doesn't serve the story. Streamlining is about making your novel as tight and engaging as possible. Here are some common elements to cut. Excessive descriptions. While description adds depth, too much can slow the pacing. Focus on concise, vivid descriptions that paint a picture without dragging on. Unnecessary scenes. If a scene doesn't contribute to the plot, character development, or theme, consider removing it. It's better to have a shorter, tightly paced novel than a lengthy one with filler. Repetitive information. Avoid repeating information that readers have already understood. If you mention a character's fear of heights in one chapter, there's no need to keep reminding readers unless it's crucial to the plot. 9. Seek feedback. Editing on your own has its limits, so getting feedback from others can provide invaluable insights. Seek out beta readers, critique partners, or join a writer's group. Fresh perspectives can reveal areas you might have overlooked. When receiving feedback, focus on areas that multiple readers mention, as this often points to issues worth addressing. 10. Proofread carefully. Finally, proofread for spelling, grammar, and punctuation errors. Small errors can pull readers out of the story and may give an unprofessional impression. Consider using tools like Grammarly or ProWriting Aid to catch issues, but don't rely solely on these tools. Your eyes will catch things they missed. After this final polish, your manuscript should be in strong shape. Wrapping up. Editing can feel daunting, but it's also a rewarding part of the creative process. By following these steps, you can tackle your first draft with confidence and purpose, transforming it into a refined, engaging novel. Remember, editing isn't about making your story perfect, it's about making it better. Take it one step at a time, and don't be afraid to rewrite, cut, and polish until your story shines. Whether you're preparing to self-publish or submit to literary agents, give your novel the care it deserves in the editing stage. With patience and perseverance, you'll craft a story that resonates with readers and brings your vision to life. Closing thoughts. Editing is challenging, but with practice, it becomes more intuitive. Embrace each step and remember that even the most celebrated authors go through rounds of revisions before reaching the final version. You've already done the hard work of writing a novel, now give it the polish it deserves. Happy editing, and best of luck on your writing journey. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you all in the next video.